Hey, this is Coby with CobyWright.com and MyInternetMarketingCoaches.com. I'd like to welcome you back to another weekly live training session. And this week, we're going to be covering affiliate marketing. Now, you got to excuse me this week. I'm not going to be my normal and chipper self, as I mentioned before we started the replay, because I have a very, very bad headache that I was hoping would be gone by the time we started the training, and it's not. So we may not go the full hour today. We may only go 30 or 45 minutes, but I promise you we'll get a lot of good stuff, and I'll kind of go through it quickly so that you get your money's worth for being here. Because I know it's time's important to everyone, and I appreciate everyone joining me today on this Saturday evening. So with that out of the way, I'm just going to jump right into it. I'm just going to point out those of you that are on the SMS list. If you'd like to join it, just text the word webinar to the phone number on the screen here, 615-326-1155, and that will get, by doing that, you'll get text message updates, or text message reminders of the training sessions, and also a text message of when the replays are posted. And you can also scan one of these QR codes, and it should also subscribe to the SMS list as well. You'll know it worked if you get a return message from me. So let's just jump right into it with that out of the way. And let's just talk first, what is affiliate marketing? And actually, I guess before I do that, I need to make sure that everyone can see my screen, that everybody can hear me, and all that good stuff. So you can just put a yes or a Y in the chat box for me. So that you can hear me and you can see my screen. I'm going to move the screen up and down, so if you can see that, make sure it's not, I don't have it paused. Yeah, so everything's good. Awesome. I am known to forget to ask those things sometimes. So, all right, get that out of the way. Okay, what is affiliate marketing? And I know most of you know what affiliate marketing is, but so I'm going to be brief with this. Well, basically, affiliate marketing is selling someone else's product for a commission. This is similar to, this is done in the offline world quite a bit, stuff like selling on consignment, stuff like that. This is a similar concept. Basically, you provide the traffic or you provide the customer and you get a referral fee. You get a fee, a finder's fee, or whatever you want to call it. You get a commission. You get a percentage of the sale. And depending on the niche that you're in and the products that you're promoting, this could be anywhere from 3 or 4%, as high as 100%, and sometimes even 125 or 150%, which may seem weird. How, Coby, how do they offer 150%? Well, whenever they do that, they'll do like a performance type thing where if you make so many sales and you get an extra bonus, and so that works out to 150%. But the point is, you're providing the customer and you're getting a percentage of the sale. So it cuts out the hard work for you because you don't have to create a product or provide customer support or tech support or deal with any of that. You just provide the traffic, you provide the visitor, and if they purchase, you get some of this, you get a percentage of it, you get a commission. So it's kind of like being a salesman, to put it into offline, a real world example. A car salesman, someone that works on commission, etc. If you're a door-to-door salesman, if you're an insurance salesman, whatever, your income is based on your sales, and you don't get, it's not your product that you're selling, but you get a percentage of the profits. So, by the way, I hope everyone understands what affiliate marketing is, and if you're not clear, let me know, and I'll cover that a little bit more in depth. So let me jump over to these questions that I had you put in before we got started, and away we'll go. Wayne W. asks, would you recommend building a list from the Warrior Forum, like using your signature to a freebie report, or would you run some paid ads to a squeeze page and build a list that way? I do both. When it comes to list building, you can never be doing too many things. Now, of course, you would want to be tracking your traffic sources and see what's working, and the ones that are working better, scale them up, and the ones that aren't working that good, then cull them, get rid of them. But I suggest doing both, and I've done both, and I still do both. Actually, I don't think I have anything. I don't think currently I'm promoting anything in my Warrior Form signature that builds my list. Let me go and look. I think I actually just have like to WSO, to my blog, and to my coaching site. But yes, I do definitely recommend that you at least that you do put a link in to a squeeze page or your blog, and when your Word form signature. Let me go look and see what I have them on. Let's see. So in mine, I'm promoting my my new coaching site, one of my WSOs, and then my blog. Of course, my blog has a way for them to join my list that way, and I do get opt-ins that way through my blog. And the only reason I don't really promote a squeeze page in my signature anymore is because it's not really as important to me to get more people on my list, since I have a very large list. I'd rather promote my brand and paid products. And this WSO right here has, I'll put it in the link, I'll show you, it has a lot of social proof on it, so that's some reason that I'm using it, promoting it in my signature. And it's a really good course doing it, and it does make sales. So I do make sales of it through my signature file. It's nothing extreme, but like one a week or so, depending on how much I post. But you can see it's got a lot of well, I guess you can't see because I'm scrolling through it real fast. But you can see there's a lot of social proof on here, and so it's a really good thread. It's got a lot of good stuff. It's a good product, and it's a good price, and it converts pretty good. So I'm promoting that in my signature, and then of course I'm promoting MarinetteMarketingCoaches.com, my membership site, and then my blog. And of course, my blog has ways for them to join my list on it, several ways for my blog for them to join my list. And they'll join my list here. They'll join my list by clicking on this, and they'll join my list to get this as well. And then at the end of each post, let's just pick a random one. At the end of each post, of course, then they'll also join my list with this this footer opt-in box here that shows up. And then you can see at the end of each post, there's another opt-in form, so they'll join my list that way. And the main reason I do that is because I really want to build my brand. And so if people that if they come to my blog and they're reading this content and they like it and they join my list, then they're going to be more likely to continue reading my emails and continue reading my content than if I just sent them a free report that didn't even maybe have my name on it or anything, which I do have squeeze pages like that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have squeeze pages like that. But it just depends on what your goals are. And right now my main concern is building my brand. And so I have squeeze pages like this where you can see if I was promoting this squeeze page in my signature, it would get opt-ins. It would get a lot of opt-ins, but I'm not building a brand with it. I mean, yes, they get my emails that have my name on it, and so they would see them that way. But there's not anything on this page that has my name on it. Versus like something like this, where it's got my name and my face. Or if they're just on my blog, period. So I recommend you do both, though, to answer your question. I recommend that you definitely, and in the beginning, I always promoted a squeeze page in the Warrior Forum, for a year or more. I promoted almost exclusively squeeze pages in my signature file, and it's a great way to build a list. And another great way to build your list in the Warrior Forum is to actually release a Warrior special offer, but make it a free one. Here's one right here. I'm just going to click on the first one that I see, and this isn't a great one, but they're probably still getting plenty of opt-ins because look, he's got all the social, all the the comments that people have left, the social proof here, and I can't really tell he's getting away because his thread is so not formatted very good, but you get the idea. I haven't done any of these in a while, but I used to do them quite a bit, and I've got quite a bit of subscribers on my list doing this. And a lot of my students and stuff do it still, and it's a great way to build your list. And the only reason that I haven't been doing it is just simply being too busy to go in and make a page and stuff for it. But it's definitely been on my to-do list. And so let's relate that to today's topic, affiliate marketing, and how that you can build a list without actually having a product on the end, or how you can, promote products as an affiliate and still build a list. And let me show you an example of a way that I've done that. If we go over to, I may get this wrong, free affiliate marketing. Let's do this. GoCoby.com/Onic. Okay, here we go. This is an example of one where I'm promoting an affiliate product behind a squeeze page. And you can see here on the squeeze page it says free video reveals the one trick that will make you 582% more likely to succeed. Now, it's pretty tempting. You're like, what the heck is this about? And this right here I just pulled from the video on the sales page. And so let's go ahead and I'll opt into this and show you. But after they opt in, I use my affiliate link and send them to the sales page that has the video on it. And of course, they're actually going on to one of my other lists, so I send them they actually go into my blogging list. So I send them, they still get a free report from me. I just don't send them to it directly straight away. It's sent to them in their email. So this is a single opt-in form. So they opt in, using single opt-in, and this site is no longer in service. Well, that was not a very good, I guess Onic has been shut down. It says it's no longer service or has been disabled due to a term of service violation. So anyways, that's kind of embarrassing. But this is an old promotion. I haven't promoted this in a while. It's like a year ago. So he may have just took it down altogether. I don't know why. It was an evergreen product, I thought. But anyways, what they would have saw if this was working correctly was they would see a sales video here in which Onic talks about how getting a coach makes people 582% more likely to succeed. And so that's where I got the headline. And it made a lot of sales that way. And doing it that way, you can send it solo ads, and you can promote this with to your own list and kind of segment out the more people that are interested, and then hit them again with the offer, follow up with them on it. Or you can you don't even need your own product. You don't have to send them anything free because you're giving them the free video, which is technically a sales video. But you could also use this for PPC, other types of paid advertising, or even giveaway events, really anything. So I need to fix that and get a correct link in there for a new product, or find out why Onic's product has been discontinued or whatever. So hope that I didn't get too far off topic. And let's see, let's go to the next question. Wayne Prince says, I've never been able to get anything to work. I have very little money to work with. Wayne, what are some of the things that you've done in the past? It's kind of I get that question. I get that statement quite a bit, and a lot of times I really don't know where to direct people from there, because usually what happens when people haven't had any success, it really boils down, at least with me and a lot of my students, what it came down to is just a lack of focus. And I know for myself, it was just I was trying to do too many things. I was trying to be a blogger. I was trying to do AdSense. I was trying to do AdWords. I was trying to do YouTube, and I was trying to do article marketing, and just everything. And and the problem is you hear the saying, jack of all trades, master of none. Well, what happens is you end up knowing how to do a lot of stuff, but you don't have anything to show for it. And that was me. I knew a whole lot about a lot of things, but I didn't have anything to show for it, because what would happen is I would learn about something new, this new technique or this new strategy or this new business model, and I would start working it, and I'd go at it full speed, for like a day or two or three. Then you kind of start tapering off. And after about a week and a half, you're like, nothing's really happened. You haven't seen any results, which, really, when I look back at it now, it's kind of silly for me to think that I would see results that fast. But that's just normal human instinct. And what happens is we're like, oh, well, this must not be working. And then we find out about this new technique that just came out. And so then we go and buy that product, and we start reading it and learning about that stuff. I'm like, oh, yeah. Then we get excited again, and we just start over and over and over. And that was what I did. And I did that for a long time. And finally, what happened is I kind of came to a realization, because I saw that there was people that were becoming successful and that I thought, like, man, these people, I'm smarter than these guys, or I'm at least as smart as these people. How come they're succeeding and I'm not? And in fact, there were some people who I thought, not to be, I guess I'm not being mean, because I'm not saying anybody's name, but I was like, man, these guys are dumb. These people are dumb. How are they making all this money? And so I finally figured out is, man, I gotta pick one thing, and I gotta do it. And for me, that one thing was list building. And even to this day, 3 years now, I try to stay as focused on list building as I possibly can, and I'm very, very, very slow to branch out into other areas and to try other business models, because I don't want to take my focus away from list building. And so, people ask me about Facebook. I can't tell you anything about Facebook. I don't use Facebook. And people ask me about Pinterest. I don't know. I can tell you a little bit of stuff, but I don't lie to people and say, oh, yeah, I'm a Facebook expert, because you don't have to be an expert at everything. You just have to be decent at one thing. And what happens is, by focusing on that one thing, you become an expert. And so for me, I decided that I was going to become a list builder, and that I knew that if I built a list, I would somehow be able to make money, whether it be monetizing it through solo ads or through promoting affiliate products or whatever. I knew that one way or another I could make money off of it. And so I started trying to learn everything I could about list building. And what happened was I consumed, basically everything that I found on the topic. And so I inadvertently became a list building expert. And so now, pretty much all my coaching and all my products and all my training and everything that I do, in one way or another, goes back to list building. And people that have been following me for a while, they've probably heard me harp on it more, a lot, and it's because it's really important, and it's still the main focus of my business, and really the main source of income. Without my list, if I woke up and all my lists are gone somehow, and I don't know how I'd be able to make money. Of course, I still have, my membership side down. I have my coaching students, but my main income is from my list, and even my coaching students stuff. I communicate with them through my list. So even though they would technically still be paying me through my membership sites, they wouldn't get notifications of training sessions or new content or new products that they can download, and so they're eventually going to cancel. So without my list, I would be up the creek without a paddle, so to speak. So long story short, Wayne, my suggestion is to do some research, which I'm sure you've probably seen your share of products, like we all have, and just pick one. Pick a marketer that you like what they talk about and you like their teaching style, and follow them. And don't follow anyone else. You have to unclutter your inbox and start unsubscribing from people who aren't giving you value, and you can always go back and get on their list. They're not going anywhere. So don't feel bad about it. If you're like, man, I don't really want to unsubscribe from this guy's list. Do it. Even if that means you unsubscribe from my list. If you have to unsubscribe from my list in order to become focused and become successful, then do it. By all means, please do. And, of course, once you're good and successful, come back and join my list and then, get coaching. But that's what you have to do. You just have to make a goal that you're going and just get focused, and you gotta stick with it. And because you're not going to see results right away, it's not going to happen. Uh, even with list building, list building is a long-term thing. You have to really stick with it. But if you start today and you decide that you're going to do it today and you work on it every day, or 5 days a week or 5 hours a week, just whatever, as long as you're working on it every week and you're sticking with it, you'll grow and you'll see results. And then eventually you can tell your boss to, stick it where the sun don't shine if you want, because you're going to go home and do your own thing. And that's what I was able to do. And for me, it took 6 months. After I decided that I was going to get focused, it took 6 months for me to go full-time and quit my job. And I was a waiter and a college student at the time, so it was a very big relief to stop being a waiter, because that's not a very fun job. Now, let me go to the next question. Sorry if I got too far off track there. And see while we're on that topic, John Woods asked me if I had a mentor, and I actually never had a real mentor, and that was one of the reasons that maybe it took me longer than it should have. But I just didn't have the money to afford a coach in the beginning, and I didn't know. There was a few marketers that I followed and kind of bought some of their products, and came to their webinars like this, like they had, and followed them. But I never had like a real coach that I paid to coach me, and so I never had a real mentor. I had to kind of figure it all out on my own, and I think that was good for me, and it was bad for me. It was good because I got or it was bad because I'm kind of stubborn in my ways, but it was good because it made me kind of figure out what works and what didn't, and kind of do my own thing and kind of build my own brand. So it's kind of, by doing that, it's helped me to kind of stand out, because I really don't do things the same as any other marketer. I mean, we all do things, I guess, for the most part, in one way or another similar, but like, there's not going to be very often where you're going to look at something of mine and be like, oh, that looks just like Ryan Doss's deal, or that looks just like Frank Kern's thing, because if it does, it's just coincidence. So I never had a mentor, but it's one of the things that if I'd had the money, I would. And now that I have seen success, I actually am. I do get higher level training, I guess. I've bought several, $300 and $500 courses, and I will be getting, coaching on areas as I branch into them, as I need them, because now that I can afford it, I know that's the quickest way to success is to follow someone that's already doing it. So if that answers your question. Let's go to the next question. Paul had asked, where can we find high-value products that people want to buy? That is a very good question, Paul, and kind of a loaded question, because it depends on a lot of different variables. And also, it's going to depend on a few things, like your niche. Sorry, I can't type and talk very fast. But good news is my headache seems to have subsided some, almost completely. So maybe we'll go our full hour after all. And no, it's going to depend on things like your niche, your traffic sources, etc. There's so many variables that's going to depend on. But I guess the main two really are just your niche and your traffic source, and of course your goals and how you position yourself, and just your overall marketing plan. Of course, all those are going to come into effect. Okay. Marketing plan. There we go. All these are going to, you need to keep in mind. But so it'd be kind of hard for me to cover every niche. Really, what you need to do is the easiest thing to do is to look around and see what. I know I just kind of told y'all I don't really do what other marketers are doing, but a good way to find out what people are buying is to just look at what your competitors are promoting. I'm not saying that you need to promote the same products, but if you go and let's say that you're in the weight loss niche and you visit 10 sites, you see they're all promoting the same product. Well, the chances are that product that they're promoting is probably selling pretty good, and there's probably a reason. Now, what I would do, instead of, obviously you can promote that product because you know it's selling, but instead of trying to be like a sheep and be like, one in 1,000 other affiliates that are promoting it, what you could do is you could take that product and you could, purchase it, go through it, read it, make a similar product, and kind of more or less model your product after their product. I'm not saying copy it, but, make it similar, and put it in your own voice, put your own spin on it, or, you could look for areas of that product and look at the feedback that it's received. The people are saying, it needs more of this, this, and that, and make that product better. So improve that product, and then you can roll it out to affiliates and promote it yourself. Of course, that's a lot of work, and that's kind of an advanced technique. And you could, but you could also, another thing that you could do is you could take that and translate it into other languages and promote it to other markets. So, for example, like if you wanted to promote to Brazil, you could have it translated to Portuguese. That'd be a good idea. Now, let's talk about products to promote, and I'm going to use some examples here, and these are kind of probably the most generic, because I'm trying to use some generic examples that are kind of fit most people. Obviously, if this doesn't fit you, just take it with a grain of salt. But I'm going to talk about where I find products to promote. So for me, my niche is internet marketing, and the sub niches are list. My main sub niche is list building, and then also blogging, traffic, and PLR, MRR stuff. And so for me, traffic sources are my blog, my email list, affiliates, solo ads, etc. The normal traffic sources. And then we can take all this out. So, also I guess I should point out too that even though you're like in the IM niche, there's many subsets of the IM niche, and the easiest place if you're in the IM niche to go and look, or actually the easiest place to go and look for pretty much any niche is good old ClickBank. They've been around forever, and I know everyone always says, yeah, go to ClickBank. But you know what? There's a reason that people say go to ClickBank, because ClickBank has a lot of products. Let's go to the marketplace. Let's check it out. You can see over here the categories. Here's the categories that they have. And most of these categories are filled up with several products. Now, when it comes to ClickBank, you're going to get mixed opinions on finding good products to promote. And I personally don't promote a whole lot of ClickBank stuff, but we'll get into that in just a moment. It's not that I have anything against ClickBank. It's just because, for me, one of my, we talked about traffic sources. For me, I didn't even put it on here. Most of my, traffic comes from here that I'm seeing too. But a lot of my, let me back up. The way they get to my blog, or the way they get to my email list, or most of the affiliate traffic, etc., is Warrior Forum related. So my business was based on the Warrior Forum. It was built from the Warrior Forum. I launched all my products on the Warrior Forum, or majority of my products are launched on the Warrior Forum. So a lot of ClickBank stuff does not convert very well to the Warrior Forum. They don't like ClickBank stuff because it's too hoppy. The sales pages and stuff don't mix with what they're used to seeing. If we go over here, let's look at my last WSO, AdSwap Assassin. This is the actual website, adswapassassin.com. Look at my terrible video. I had the flu. I made that video, but nonetheless. look like I'm stoned or something in that thumbnail, like Scooby-Doo, or not Scooby-Doo, Shaggy. Nonetheless, I'm making fun of myself. You can see the thread here, it's got a thread. This one's actually, doesn't look like most, because I had a designer do this one, this particular thread. So it's a little bit different than like the last episode that you saw of mine. So with when they're used to seeing products in the Warrior Forum, the main thing that people get is all the comments right below, where everybody says, "Oh, this is great, yeah, yeah, yeah," and so they see right away that people like this, that it works, it's cool. This guy Coby is a good guy. I bought a lot of his products, those type of things. And they're like, "Wow, this is," so they're used to seeing that type of stuff. And you can see similar, a little different style sales page, but similar idea. They get all this social proof right here, and of course, on a ClickBank page, I can put up testimonials all day long, but they can actually scroll down and see the testimonials themselves where people put them. So it's so much different. Like the sales pages that they're going to see at the Word Forum are a lot less hypey. They're a lot less blind copy, and there's a lot more social proof. When we go over to ClickBank, let me go to, let's see, e-business and marketing. Let's go to affiliate marketing. So that's what we're talking about. The $4 million monster. I can already tell you right away that most people that come from the Warrior Forum, or joined your list in the Warrior Forum, are probably going to be turned off by something that says the $4 million monster. But let's go and look. You can see this. I think this is Google Sniper. So you can see this is kind of typical to a ClickBank. Now they do these, and this product right here would probably do okay with my list, since it says webinar in progress, and it's kind of got the sales video type webinar thing. This would probably do okay with my list, since I do these webinars each week. But for a normal warrior, who doesn't do webinars for their list, this probably wouldn't convert very well. But it would probably convert better than the typical ClickBank sales page. Let me see if I can find one that's kind of hoppy. You can see, and this is another thing, like warriors hate, at least my experience is that people that buy stuff from the Warrior Forum, they don't like these type of sales pages, because, and I don't like these type of sales pages. I don't blame them, where it's just a video. There's no button. The button appears, like 30 minutes. You don't know how long the video is. Even though this one isn't very happy, and that's just another thing. They just don't. It's just your audience, and the same thing. People that are. Let's see if this one. And I've seen this product. This one's not too happy, but this one's kind of got a sales page where they're talking about, oh, I made a bunch of money on vacation, and so you can see this one's got a little bit more hop. 21.2 million page views, $304,000, $69,000 in 1 week, 212,000. These type of screenshots, are easily faked. And I'm not saying that this guy faked them by any means. Don't take that wrong. But people, like warriors, don't put as much stock in these. If you're a warrior and you buy a lot of products from the Warrior Forum, then you kind of discredit these, because we've all seen people on the Warrior Forum get caught trying to do fake screenshots. But no one's going to call out. There's no thread below this. There's no comments below this saying, hey, your screenshot's fake. Look at it. That's an obvious fake, or something like that. Again, I'm not saying that any of these screenshots are fake, but you see what I'm saying. So someone that buys a product from me on the Warrior Forum is probably not going to buy this product if I promote it to them. And vice versa. If I'm this guy, this product creator, someone that buys this product from me is probably not going to buy, this product from me. If he was to promote this product for me, he probably wouldn't convert as well as he would if I were to put it on a normal sales page like this. If I were to take this, if I were to buy a solo ad from him, or he was to promote my product, if he sent the same amount of traffic to this forum thread as and if I were to take the same exact sales page and just put it on a normal standalone page like this with some graphics at the top and the same sales page, he would make more sales from the normal one because that's what his audience is used to seeing. So you have to keep that in mind. If if you're gathering your leads from solo ads that you're buying from ClickBank vendors, well, then the products that you promote need to be, ClickBank related products. If you're buying solo ads off the Warrior Forum, or you're getting your list, you're building a list by launching WSOs, then you need to promote stuff that's related, to stuff on the forum. So ClickBank is the obvious place for most niches and for most audiences. And since internet marketing is such a wide niche, unless you are like me, where you kind of almost exclusively got your leads from the Warrior Forum, then you can promote stuff from ClickBank. And I do still promote stuff from ClickBank. I don't have anything at all against ClickBank. In fact, one of the things I like so much about ClickBank is that it's so easy to come in here and find a product and just plug in my affiliate link and send it out, and don't have to wait for approval or anything like that, like I had to do with WSOs. Now, when it comes to picking a good ClickBank product, a lot of people will tell you a lot of different things. Now, what will happen here is ClickBank will automatically, I hope y'all can't hear that. There's somebody over at the gas station across the street, and they're revving up their car. I'm going to try to shut my window a little bit better. Apologize for that, y'all. I had my office window open too. It's kind of nice outside, but traffic's being loud. So back to what I was saying about. Some people will tell you that ClickBank will automatically arrange, as you can see, by popularity, by how popular they are to affiliates and to people that are buying it. So the first thing that a lot of people always focus on is the gravity. Now, you'll hear a lot of different theories, and a lot of different people will tell you a lot of different things about the gravity. Now, basically what this means is there's about almost 400 affiliates that are actively making sales of this product. That's what that means, more or less. Okay, so some people will tell you that a product with such a high gravity means that it's converting really well and it's selling really well, and that you should promote it. And then some people will tell you that you should never promote a product with such a high gravity because it's too saturated. Personally, myself, I don't really focus on the gravity too much. I look for more what I think my list will like and what's going to convert with my list. Just because it's got a high gravity, it's converting overall for other people, doesn't mean that my list is going to like it whatsoever. And there's some marketers that will tell you that they won't promote anything that has a gravity over 60. Now, of course, if you're just doing a one-off email or something, then the gravity is not really that important. And the reason I say that is because, if you have a big list, you're going to send, I have a pretty good sized list, and so I'm at the most, if I hit an offer really hard, I can send about 2,000 hops to it, about 2,000 clicks. Now, that the gravity's not going to be too big if I'm just doing a one-off email and say I send 1,000 clicks or 500 clicks or whatever, because either it converts or it doesn't. It's not really going to be a huge, factor overall. But the only time you really want to, start thinking about that is when you're building like a niche website or a blog or whatever to promote a particular product. In that instance, you want to go for one that has a low gravity because you want it to be easy to find, just SEO reasons, and just because you're going to be promoting it on a long-term basis. You don't really want a whole lot of other people out there promoting it. So in that instance, you might want to go with something like the second one here, where the gravity is only 75. And so this could mean that also that a lot of people have already promoted it, and it's kind of, the heat's kind of wore off, and now it's kind of like a different offer, if that makes sense. And of course, you got all your different niches that you can choose. And when I was talking about the languages, see, we can click here on Portuguese, and there's nothing underneath affiliate marketing. Let's just do the general e-business and e-marketing and see what comes up. So there's only one product that you can promote. This would be a good one, if you were going to promote to Brazil. Now, let's talk about how I find products to promote as for my own list. And there's basically 3 places that I go. And the first place that I always go is Warrior Plus. That's at warriorplus.com. Now, there's a downside to this because it is a required membership in order to promote products here as an affiliate. I think it may have increased, but I think it's like $4 a month currently. I think I'm paying about $3.99 a month. It may be a little bit higher than that now, but I'm pretty sure that's what I'm paying. And it probably hasn't went up any. But so that's a monthly fee, and it's kind of weird that they charge you a fee, but it's definitely worth it. So let me log in here and I'll show you. Now, once you become a member and you log in, you just log in and you simply go over to click on the affiliates tab and click on request offers. And then you can see it shows you all the WSOs that have been released, and it shows you, these are all by date. So this is the most recent one that came out today, and then so on and so forth. You can see a lot of them have been released. What's today, the 5th? So there's from here up that were all released today. And you can see the conversions, the visitor value, which is your EPC, and you can pretty much see just by looking at these stats what's selling and what's not. Of course, these aren't always going to be the give-all, or the be-all, end-all, because just because it's converting 1% doesn't mean that your list won't like it. They could just approve the wrong affiliate who sent a lot of bad traffic or something. But overall, like this one's converting at 27% with 25 plus sales. It's probably doing okay. Oh, it looks like that's an OTO actually. So, but you see the front end's converting at 12% with 100 plus sales. A9 EPC, A9 cent EPC on the front, and then the OTO is converting at 27% with a 477 EPC. So, if that fits your list, that'd probably be a decent product to promote. Of course, I don't know anything about it. I'm just looking at it from these stats here. Now, once you have, you go through here. Of course, these are going to only be IM products. So, but if you have an offline list, you can find stuff for offline, et cetera, et cetera. For me, though, there's so many WSOs every day. I don't really have a trick to picking a WSO to promote other than just if it's list building related, it looks like it'd be a good fit for my list, or it's blogging related, or it's something that I like a good product. It doesn't have to be one that's made a lot of sales, or even have to be converting very well. I can look at the sales page. I can tell that the sales page is going to convert or not, just by looking at it. It's a decent sales page, and it looks like it's a good product. A lot of times, then I'll buy the product, and if it is good, then I'll promote it. Or I'll ask for a review copy. And then the next place I go is JVZoo. Same thing here. You don't have to. It's free to be. It's free to sign up at JVZoo as an affiliate. There's no fee or anything. It works the same way. Go over to the marketplace. You can find products, and they have a little bit bigger selection here. They're going to have some other. You can see they have other categories like health and fitness and stuff like that. I don't know how big, how big the product selection is going to be in these because I don't promote. I'm not in that niche, but JVZoo could have some stuff worth checking out and other niches as well for you, other than ClickBank, to give you some other options. What I normally do is I'll go and search for the WSOs. You can do that. You can select the category, or you can select a subcategory. Let's do internet marketing, e-commerce, and search. And you can go through them this way. They just updated their website like a month or two ago, so I'm still not 100% like used to it. I like their old setup, so I'm still used to that. So this is you could see the conversions and stuff right on the screen. They don't show them right away now. I guess you have to go and actually look and do a little further. But for me, after I get approved for a product, I don't come to JVZoo very as often to look for new products. It's normally for products that I've already been approved for. Or I'm sorry, normally products I'm promoting through JVZoo will be products that I've already requested. I already knew that somebody was launching or something, and so I already have my. I will already be approved for the product. So let's go over to see. We'll go to approved products. So you can see these are the products I've been approved to promote, and I'll click WSOs only, or I can do newest launch WSOs, and go that way. And see, you can see here it tells you all the stats, how many have been sold, the conversions, etc. And then the last place is digitresults.com. And it's the same, it's set up same way. As JVZoo. They're older than JVZoo. They've been around longer than JVZoo, I guess what I'm trying to say. Go over to your marketplace, and same thing. I guess I didn't need to log in to do all that. Just click on marketplace here. You can see their products that they have. And you can see other categories the same: arts, entertainment, business investing, etc., etc. So if you're in something like, let's go to self-help, see what shows up. So self-help, there's actually over 4 pages of products that you could promote. And here it gives you the average price, the affiliate percentage, the average EPC, etc. All right, so I hope I'm not getting too far off track. I'm going to go back to the questions and make sure everybody's still with us. Wayne P asked, do I always have to buy the hosting that all the people offer, such as web hosting? When it comes to web hosting, I've always used HostGator. And you can get started with HostGator for $9.95 a month for unlimited, for basically unlimited. It's not completely unlimited, but it's more or less unlimited. I had like up to like 60 or 80 domains, I think, on my shared hosting account for $9.95 a month before I finally went to VPS. But outside of HostGator, I really wouldn't. There's not too many other companies that, like the smaller companies, I wouldn't go with, because who knows how long they're going to be around. And HostGator is a big company, and I've been using them for over 3 years now. I've never had any issues. And I now have a level 6 VPS, and I pay them $130 a month. So shows you how much trust I have in them. I really like them. Brian Oliver says, hi, Coby. I'm creating my first paid product. I need to know how to get affiliates on board, and also it's a list building product. I need some inspiration for a recurring upsell. I did a training on recruiting affiliates. If you remember the coaching site, you can log in and get it. I'll get the link for you real quick. I guess I need to log in. Where is it? Oh, product creation, recruiting affiliates. There it is. So anyone that is a member of the coaching site, there's that. And also have a less professional version on my website. Somewhere, video tutorials. And all right, so give me a second here. I'll give it for you. Find it for you. But long story short, while I'm doing this, if you go to my blog and you go click on the at cobywright.com and click on the video tutorials, there is one in here on recruiting affiliates. Let me get you the link. Hopefully, my blog recycles my post, so they kind of get put out of order. So sometimes they can end up at the very back. There it is, how to recruit affiliates. Oh, there's that link. I guess I should post both of these links into my notepad here. Let's try that again. I guess I only need this link because only you won't get this. You won't see these notes unless you remember the site anyway. So I'll just put the one for the one in the coaching site. But both of those video replays will help you out, Brian. Go back to the questions. Shirley said, sorry you don't feel good, Coby. I appreciate you doing it anyways. Your attitude shows that you care about us. Thank you, Shirley. I surely do care. Don said, hey, Coby, sorry to hear you're not up to par. Is Kindle in your expertise and how to publish? Kindle is, I know a little bit about Kindle, and I'll direct you back to my blog as well, to the video tutorials section. Oops. So I do have a video in there on Kindle as well, and just have to look there and find it. But I'll see if I'll see it for you just off the bat here. Here it is, making money with Kindle. Put that link in there for you. All right, back to the next questions. And we're getting right about our hour, and I'm getting through almost all the questions, so it's probably going to work out just right for us. And then Wayne asked about how do I pick the products I want to promote? Can you give some clickbait examples? And Wayne, let me know if I covered that good enough for you. Wayne Prince asked, what is blogging? I've never done it. Blogging is what I've done here. You can see I've got this blog, cobywright.com, and each one of these posts are called blog posts. Basically, blogging is just creating a website that you share your thoughts on. In my case, I share internet marketing, related stuff, tips, videos, etc., promotions, stuff like that, product reviews. It just gives you a place to send your traffic and to give you some authority, and to also pick up maybe some traffic from the search engines and from the social networks and stuff when people share your content. John says, where are you at now, Coby, with your internet marketing, results, income, etc.? I don't want to pry, but results can be inspirational and motivational. I'm on my third year of being full-time, John, and I now have a staff in place, and I make enough money that my girlfriend doesn't work, and we live okay. We don't live lavishly by any means. I could definitely make a whole lot more money, but I'm making enough money to support both of us and to live comfortably. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but I've been at this now for 3 years full time, and I definitely don't make as much as I could, simply because internet marketing is my full-time income, but also am a semi-pro poker player. So I also do that a lot too. That takes a lot of my effort. So like during the summer and stuff, I was traveling all summer and playing poker and really not focusing on my business. But I do enough to get by, and so that's what I always tell people, not to get hung up on numbers. I always, because that's something that a lot of my coaching students always want to know is, Coby, how much do you make? And I tell them, what I make is not really, I mean, I can tell you a number, but it doesn't really, let me back up. For It's different for everyone. For example, I live in Middle Tennessee, where the average yearly income is probably, like 24, 26,000 or something like that. So here, if you make 36,000, 48,000, if you make more than 36,000 a year, then you're living pretty comfortably. Whereas, if I was in somewhere like New York City and I was only doing 36K a year, then that would probably have me in the poorhouse, or, if I told you I'm making 100K and if I'm living in New York City, well, then that's probably more to like 36K in Tennessee, whereas, so, I don't know if I don't know where I'm going with that, but um, I do okay. And last year I did 6 figures, so, and I should do. I haven't done my taxes this year yet, but it'll be 6 figures this year, and it should be 6 figures next year. But I don't try to focus too much on like the actual money. And Bruce, as soon as I said that, Bruce, or as I was saying that, Bruce just typed in, people shouldn't be focusing on the money. That's absolutely correct. You should not be focusing on the money, but focusing on the business. And for me, I know it's hard because we all start these businesses because we want to make money. But for me, I didn't really ever really start seeing results until I started helping others. And once I started really, trying to put other people first, then the money just comes. If you make it your goal and your mission to legitimately help people, then the money's going to come. The money will come, no matter what. If as long as you're helping people, then they're going to be telling their friends, and they're going to, you'll the money will follow, because the money will come because they're going to follow you, and they're going to trust you, and they're going to know and like you. And once you get people to know and like you, then as long as you take care of them, they're going to be taking care of you. And so that's the real main thing that you should be focusing on, is focusing on people, and focusing on giving value, no matter what you're doing, no matter what business model that you choose, no matter what you decide to do, there's it always comes down to making sure that you're giving value. If you decide to be a product creator, then the main thing that you need to do is make sure that you create products that provide value. If you decide to be a list builder and you don't want to ever create a product, you just want to be an affiliate marketer, there's not a problem with that. You don't ever have to create a product. But as long as you're giving value to your list and you're giving them, a reason to trust you, then they're going to stick around. They're going to buy the stuff that you recommend to them. And of course, what comes along with that authority and that power is responsibility. And so once you start making the money, you have to be responsible and continue to help those people, and not abuse your power and think, oh man, every time I send an email, I can make sales. Or don't just start promoting any odd product just because you can make money. Now, there's going to come times in your internet marketing business where things are going to come up. No matter how successful you are, things are going to come up. There's going to be an accident. There's going to be an illness. There's going to be a death. There's going to be a server explosion, or stuff like recently. If for people that follow poker, there's about a year ago there's something called Black Friday, and so people that were poker affiliates, they got hurt because what happened is a lot of the sites that were accepting U.S. players, they kind of got shut down. And so sites like PokerStars and Full Tilt, which were the major sites that most affiliates would be promoting, they went away to their biggest marketplace, which was U.S. players. And so stuff like that, it's going to happen, and there's going to be times where you may have to send more promos to your list, or you may have to do something different to come up with some extra money. But as long as you have a business there and you're providing value, then you've always got something to fall back on. And even if you just go to the straight affiliate route, as long as you're giving people a reason to buy through your affiliate link, and you're giving them a reason to read your emails, and you're giving them a reason to visit your blog, and then they're going to purchase that product. Now, not everybody's going to buy everything, because it's not always going to be a good fit for some people. Even though I promote a lot of list building stuff, there's people on my list that don't buy list building stuff because that's not what they like. That's cool. You know, if they don't want to buy it, that's okay. That's not my job to make them buy it. My job is to find products that will help them and that provide value and show it to them. And, you know, so I'm kind of like um, a miner, I guess. You know, I'm just digging for gold, and once I find some gold, I'm like, hey, there's some over here if y'all want to share this gold. Or, you know, or I guess that's not very good. I'm a geologist. I just figure out where the best places to dig for gold are and then send them that way. Vic asks, when will we be able to market the training as an affiliate? And when there be banners, etc. when it's ready? He's talking about the myinternetmarketingcoaches.com. Very shortly, Vic. Very, very shortly. Actually, I just created a banner the other day. I'll show it to you. That should be at the bottom of this post. So yes, the only reason I haven't opened it up to affiliates yet is I want to make sure that I have everything worked out before I start getting a lot of affiliates sending me traffic. And I'm seeing here's a banner I created the other day. So I have started on creating the affiliate tools, and it will be open to affiliates to promote. And once it is, I'll do a whole series on how to promote it and make money by promoting the site. So probably by the end of the month, probably by the end of January, it should be ready to go. February, I guess, to start promoting. I just want to make sure that I got everything ready. I guess what I'm trying to say is I'm really weird when it comes to having affiliates promote my stuff. I like to make sure that I've got everything ready, and so that way once they start promoting it, everything works out for them as best as possible. That way, you know, because there's still, as you know, Vic, there's still issues with the site. There's some, you know, stuff that it's not working or that, you know, that is not user friendly. So I want to make sure I get all that stuff worked out before I don't want to hurt my affiliates, I guess. That's what I'm trying to say. Oh, and John Woods asked, do you typically buy a product before promoting, or do you typically expect a JV promo copy to check it out? John, it depends on the oh, and he asked another question too. Oh, that's a great question too, John. I'm sorry. Back to his question, he said, do I typically buy a product before promoting it, or do I expect a review copy? It depends on the product creator. It doesn't bother me at all to buy a product because I can write it off. First of all, I can write it off on my taxes. Second, I mean, I don't, it's just part of doing business. It doesn't bother me I like buying products just to go through people's funnels. You know, so sometimes it's worth $10 just to see their funnel, you know, to see how they kind of got an OTO set up or whatever. Now, if it's someone that I've promoted for a lot, then I do more or less expect a JV copy. And let me back up. If they approach me to promote their product, then I absolutely expect a JV review copy, and especially if I've never promoted anything of theirs. If it's someone that I've promoted their products before, you know, like Jason Parker, Rodrigo Warner, James Sides, you know, people that are my friends, then, and Charles Kirkland, people whose products I promote a lot, then I'm not worried about a JV copy. A lot of times, like if it's something Jason puts out, I'll just buy it. And anyways, because it's something that I want, and don't even bother asking for it because I know I'm going to make plenty of sales of it. Now, if it's a person that I don't know, like for example, I promoted a plugin the other day called WP Interstitial. And you can see it here. I'll put the link in the chat box. It's gocoby.com/interstitial, which is INTERSTITIAL. We'll say I didn't know this guy, and I had never promoted any of his products before, that at least that I could remember. So I didn't have a relationship with him, and I actually wanted this product, so I went ahead and purchased it, and then I looked through it and put it on my blog, and then I sent an email about it and promoted it. But if this was like Rodrigo, then, you know, he would have already hit me up on Skype and said, hey, I'm launching this next week or whatever, and he'll just give me a review copy without me even asking. Same with like Aravine, and, you know, people whose products I promote all the time and that I have a relationship with. Then in that case, I kind of expect a JV copy, but it doesn't bother me if I don't either way. So I guess a long story short is, if they approach me, then I absolutely expect one. If it's a product that I find on my own, then I will normally buy it. I guess to put that in just a few sentences. And John had another great question too, and it was, when you introduce an opportunity or a product to your list, how often do you follow up and reintroduce the same product? And that is a very, very great question, because that's actually something I didn't address tonight. So thank you very much, John, for that question. And that is, a lot of people get confused when it comes to affiliate marketing and promoting products. They think that it's about promoting a whole lot of products, and it's not. It's about promoting only a few products all the time, or a lot. And for me, what I do is, let's say that it's the middle of the week and I need to send something to my list to promote, but I don't have any friends that are launching any products, or there's nothing that I've seen, that I wanted to promote. Or maybe I went to Warrior Plus and didn't find anything. Well, what I'll do is I'll go over to the affiliates tab, and I'll go to Get Offer Links, and I'll just look and see what's, of the products I'm already approved for, what's converting and what's still available, like this one's been closed. And so then I'll go back and look and see, well, this one's converting at 34%, this OTO, that's an OTO, front end's at 4%. Then I may go back and go and look at my own stats and see what converted. And you can do that by going to affiliate stats. And you can see I haven't sent an email today, but I've got hops that have come in from emails over the past few days. But you can go back on this for as far as 7 days, a week, or whatever, or I could go to all time, and go through and look that way and see what's, promoting. I can see, well, this will convert at 9% for me. I made 84 sales. List Master Sensei, maybe something I want to promote again. So if that's the case, you say it actually converted 12.2%, and I made $1,239 promoting this product. So this is one that, I would want to promote again. So then what I would do is I would go over to Aweber, and you can do this, and actually the best way to do this is you should really be keeping, as I should be keeping a folder that has the swap or the email that I used to promote this product. I should have it already saved in there. But if you don't, you can go over to your messages, and you can, oops, I'm on the wrong one. You go to broadcast, and I can just go back and find wherever that email was, and then I'll resend it. So to answer your question, I like to go, you can see here's we've got 18,000 currently in Aweber. So what I like to do is about once a month, once every couple of months, and I misspelled that. There's some spelling error on this page. I see at the top. I left out an I. Anyway, sorry, scatterbrain. Back then, depending on the type of product it is, and the way my list reacted to it would depend on how often I promote it. If it converted really well and it's an evergreen type product, then I'll promote it, once a month, once every 2 months, every 3 months. Just depends on, kind of what I got going on and what my schedule's got going on. And cool thing is once you create your own products, is you can promote your own products all the time to your own list. Because when you're promoting stuff as an affiliate, you do kind of have to worry slightly about list dilution and about losing buyers. But when you have your own products, I can promote my own products all day long, and I'm not losing any buyers when they buy it. They're not getting on anyone else's list, which is awesome. And so I'm going to be more likely to promote my own products over and over and over to my own list than I am affiliate products. But there are a few affiliate products that I will promote, every few months. And the best thing to do when you're promoting your own products is you just make a new email, and then you just exclude. Let's say I want to promote my autoresponder magic, or I want to promote my membership site. And I simply, put the email here, promo for autoresponder magic. you know, email body. I'm not gonna, you don't have to watch me write an email. You know how that goes. And then, of course, you'd put it in the plain text. But then all I have to do is come down here, click to exclude or include other list. You know, I want to include everybody except my coaching list. So I would exclude them, and then, or of course, I need to exclude my affiliates also. Or I don't exclude the affiliates, I just uncheck it so they don't get an email in case the affiliates may be on some other list. And so now I can promote this, and I can promote it. I can promote it every single day if I wanted to. And the people that are already on my coaching list, they won't ever get bothered by it. Or, you know, or I guess this case we're talking about Autoresponder Magic. So with Autoresponder Magic, I would want to exclude my coaching students because they get free access to Autoresponder Magic already, so it'd be pointless to promote it to them. I'd have to refund it to them. And then I would I'd check the buyers list for Autoresponder Magic, and then I would send it and promote that. And so it's a simple, it's that easy. But the best way to do it is, once you have a product that does really well, or you have an email that does really well, is to, I guess I need to save this. The best thing to do is to keep a folder with your files in it, or with your email copy in it, so that you can just go back, grab that text file, and be done, and just put it and send it again. Wayne Prince said, okay, you have to have a place to start a list. Yes, and that's where you're gonna, you're gonna need to buy solo ads, do ad swaps, put up a blog, get a squeeze page, and that type of stuff. So yeah, of course you have to start somewhere. You will have to start somewhere. No matter what business model you choose, you have to start somewhere from zero. All right, I think I've covered all the questions. We went over a little bit on our time. Was there any other questions that I missed? Anything that you want me to elaborate on before we wrap it up here? Right, I'm hearing crickets. So that's usually a good sign. So if you have any questions or anything that I missed, go ahead and put that in there now. And don't have anything. Let's see if there's any questions. Vic asked, what is the schedule of the coaching session going to be? I don't have a set schedule yet. So just trying to figure out what's best and easiest for everyone. So right now it'll kind of be touch and go. I'm going to try to keep doing them on Thursdays. Now that all the holidays and stuff are out of the way, and I'm over the flu. So, but I'm open to any days. I don't have a set schedule yet, Vic. So I'm just kind of leaving it open to y'all to decide. So whatever, if there's a certain days that are more convenient than others, then definitely let me know. So that'll wrap it up tonight on our training. And the only thing that I have to talk to you all about with now is the coaching site. So if you aren't a member yet of my coaching site, the price did go up this month on the 1st, as I told everyone that it would. It's now $20 a month, and it will continue to increase each month until we reach, it's probably going to stop at $97 a month. I may stop it at $47, but it's more than likely going to go all the way to $97. So depending on how fast we get people in here and how fast people, the affiliates pick it up. So here it is. You can jump in now, still get it at the super discounted price of $19.97 a month. Save you $77 a month. You can see some customer testimonials on there. There's one from Aditya. It says, when I met Coby, I had less than 100 subscribers on my list and had for 3 months and was on the verge of giving up on internet marketing altogether. After a year of coaching by Coby, I now have over 23,000 subscribers and easily make $4,000 a month. Best part is I'm still in college, so I was able to do all this in my part-time while attending to my studies full-time. Unlike many of my friends, I won't have to worry about finding a job when I graduate. I'm so lucky to have found Coby's coaching. I highly recommend it. And that's by Aditya. It was one of my first coaching students. And so probably wondering, what do you get in the in this coaching site? Well, you're going to get the replays of these webinars, except you get the edited version. You're also going to get MP3 version, MP4 downloadable version, and I also hired a transcriptionist yesterday. So she'll be starting in a few days. So all the trainings will be transcribed. You also get access to pretty much every product that I launch, and as well as the ones that I've already released, and in addition to some other PLR, MOR, other top stuff that I find that add value to the site. So I'll go ahead and show you a quick tour of the site. You can see here I'm logged in, and first place you start is here. And then you can say it just tells you a little about the site. I'm going to go back. And then here's the training tab. You got the newbies, blogging, list building, traffic, product creation, affiliate marketing, techie stuff. And so you can see if we go to each one of these, like we click on the newbies tab, got some training here that are related to that. You can see here the click to download. Go to the blogging. We've got WordPress basics here. Just got all this training on how to use WordPress. Same thing, we go all the way down list building. It's got all these, lots of ones in list building because obviously that's my expertise. Product creation, we got stuff in there. I got the product creation basics. Same thing, it's kind of like the blogging basics, got you all fixed up with all the different things you need there to kind of get started. Go to the product vault. You can see this is where a lot of the products are listed. Go to list building products. See here's some of the products you get access to: AutoToner Magic, IntelliSqueeze, Instant Download Page Builder, OTO Page Builder, 1,023 subscribers in 27 days, my last WSO, and I'm still adding to this, and that's why the price is still so low, is because I'm still working on the site, getting the content in it. But you get an idea now of what you get and what's available. Get in now at $9.97. Your price will never increase. It'll stay $9.97 as long as you are a member. So the people that got in last month at a cheaper price they got in at $17. They'll stay $17 as long as they stay a member. So everyone that joins in January will get in for $20, and next month it'll probably go to like $25 or $27. And Vic asked, would you be letting us know when new things are added, so we don't have to go and look and see if anything new has been added? Absolutely. I'll be sending y'all emails when if I do any major changes to the site. And I've been going back the last couple of days and adding all the downloadable videos and MP3s. So most of those are done now. And then I got the transcriptions hired, so she'll be working on those, and I'll be adding those in there as they go. And I've also got some SEO training that I bought that I'll be adding in there. And so as long as there's anything major that's put in there, I'll definitely let you know. Whenever I put any new products in there, I'll definitely let y'all know. I also have planned to put a sales funnel section in there, and some rebrandable software and different things like that for y'all as well. So that's definitely on the to-do list. It's just got to start doing it. And then of course, as the price increase, I'll hire more staff and I'll hire more coaches, and so it'll get more streamlined, and it'll become an easier process. And so the replays and everything will get out quicker, and I'll be able to hire other coaches who have expertise, in Kindle and Facebook and all the stuff that I lack in, that y'all want to know about. So definitely a great opportunity and a great site to get in now. Of course, y'all know that. Everything I do, I try to give a lot of value in it. So this is going to be my focus for 2013, will be this site. And I'm going to try to get away from promoting a lot of stuff as far as affiliates stuff goes. I'm going to try to cut down my affiliate promos and focus more on building up this membership site. So those of you that aren't in yet, you will look forward to getting lots more emails about it from me. So there's you got any more questions for me? Anything I missed? Let me know. If you want to jump in on this site, it's myinternetmarketingcoaches.com. I guess I should probably put the link in the chat box for y'all. That would probably help. If there's anything that I've missed, let me know. If there's anything else that you'd like me to cover last minute, let me know. If not, we'll call it an evening. Don said, Coby, thanks for the info on Kindle. I need to sign up for your coaching program. I'll keep in touch. Thank you, Don. And I got your email, Don, and I was going to send you that link, but I didn't get it until right before the webinar started. So I did get your email, though. Appreciate it. I was going to send you that link anyway. So Drew said, thanks, Coby. You're very welcome, Drew. Vic said, great. Awesome. Cool. All right. I guess I got everything covered. So I will get this replay fixed up and get it out to y'all as quick as I can, and I'll get the edited version put up in the members area and get an email to y'all about that as well. And Brian says good night from the UK. Thank you, sir, for staying up with me. I know it's late over there. So that's also something to y'all let me know when it comes to scheduling these coaching sessions. Is that's something that I'm trying to be really sensitive about is time. I know obviously we can't please everyone, but you know, I want to make the coaching sessions at times that are, you know, accessible to everyone. I know there's some marketers, you know, I've bought products from them or joined or bought training from them or bought workshops from them or whatever that involved webinars, and they have their webinars at like 10 in the morning. I'm like, man, I'm asleep at 10 in the morning. Or 10, that's 10 Eastern, so that's 9 o'clock my time. And that's like 7 o'clock if you're, you know, on the East Coast, or the West Coast, I'm sorry. So I don't really want to make them on my schedule. I want them to be on y'all's schedule. So it's easier for me, and I figured it's easier for most people if we do them in the evening so they don't have to go to work. But of course, we can schedule them on Saturdays, you know, and do them at like 2 or something, so that way people in, you know, like the UK can come out. All right. I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now. So if you're watching this replay, if you want to jump into the coaching site, it'll be available for $19.97 a month until the end of February, and then it's going to go up. So if you're watching this and it's after February 2013, I'm sorry you missed it, but that's still a great place to jump in, and there'll be more value than there was when you're watching this replay, or when this replay was made. So I got for you again, that URL was myinternetmarketingcoaches.com. Check it out, get coached by me, and take your marketing to the next level. This is Coby, CobyWright.com, signing off.